everyone, Smilies Day here. Today we have 12 questions, and these questions are from some already Smilies and some new Smilies. So welcome to the Smilies Day community, and yay! So yes, I will get right into these questions, and a lot of them are Christmas questions. So yay, I expected this for the month of December, obviously, but I didn't know that they would come so early. But here they are. And there are some that are not Christmas questions, but still good questions. They all are good questions. Okay, so here are the questions. The first question is from Zach the Passionate Aspie. And for those of you who do not know my videos, I write my questions that I receive into this book here. So you may see me looking down a lot while I'm reading the questions. Okay, the first question is from Zach the Passionate Aspie. And he writes, what are some of your favorite movies? Movie nerd, had to ask. I had this question before in one of my earlier videos, and my most favorite movie of all time is, of course, Titanic. May seem soppy, but that is my most favorite movie. Other movies that I do like, I like The Piano. That's a New Zealand movie. Look that up. I like a lot of animated movies. Of course, I'm an animated freak, so basically most animated movies, some in particular, are Finding Nemo. I love Finding Nemo. Toy Story, the whole Toy Story. The first Cars is good, but the second one, eh. And there are some others as well. And of course, I love the classic animated movies. There are a lot, and I would love to get into them, but it would take way too long. But those are some of my most favorite movies. Thank you, Zach, for writing in. Nintendo 2, you ask, what is your most favorite thing about Christmas? My most favorite thing about Christmas is that although it's this one time of year that it feels like a very like everyday day, it's different. And Christmas, yes, it is different. It makes the day different. But not only that, it makes this weird feeling of difference. It is so bizarre, but very cool at the same time. And that is probably one of my favorite parts about Christmas. Yeah, it just, and each year I have Christmas, as I've gotten older, it's gotten more and more different. Although I would think it would get more and more boring, but no. Not the case at all. It's gotten more and more interesting, and at the same time it's more and more special as you get older, and that's what I love about Christmas. Thank you, Nintendo 2. Piggy Codus, you wrote to me, and thank you, you're new. Thank you, welcome to the Smiley community. Smile each day and the Smilies. I call you guys the Smilies now, by the way. I've named you guys because you guys couldn't name yourselves, so I named you guys Smilies. I hope that's okay. Let me know if that's okay. Piggy Codus, you asked, one of my favorite books to recommend to people is The Reason I Jump. I've read that book. It's very cool. Do you have any favorites? One of my favorite, well, I love the book Little Woman. I love I love all the Charles Dickens books. I love them all. I would recommend anyone to read the Charles Dickens books. They're all really good. He's the author I would say for most people to go and read, because his way of thinking with writing is so interesting and different. And all of his books are good, so I would recommend seeing those books. But I have read the book The Reason I Jump, And that is a very good book, by the way. I have read that. I read that a long time ago when I was in, I think it was my early years of high school, which was a long time ago, but very good book. I like that book. Thank you so much for writing in. Yeah, thank you. The next question is from, sorry if I mispronounce this, VRL. Your question is, what is your least favorite thing about Christmas? I should have put those two together, but I didn't think. What is my least favorite thing about Christmas? Greediness. People being too greedy. Those people that get those presents that people think would be good for them, and they go and like put it online and they sell it to make more money. That really annoys me, with especially the this generation and of kids and everything else. That's my least favorite thing, people being too greedy. And it's not everyone, but it's a lot of people. Warm Heart, you wrote to me. Thank you, Warm Heart, for writing in. Your question is, to what degree, how frequently, how deeply do you find yourself living within the autistic inner world when you are going about your day? It's not really a daily thing. It's now and again. Certain parts of the day. I wouldn't say it's like all day, all night kind of thing. It's not. I'm just very mild. I just very mildly have, Asperger's, so it doesn't really. I'm not really in the autistic world that much, but there are some parts of my day where I am. And those times of the days are when it's most interesting. But yeah, that's my answer. Thank you so much, Warm Heart, for writing in. Next, these are next like 3 questions, and these are from Raziel. Raziel, thank you so much for writing in. Some interesting Christmas questions, more Christmas questions. The first one is, do you have any traditions for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? No. The second question from Raziel is, do you have a turkey or ham for Christmas supper? Don't have turkey here. Well, we have turkeys, of course, and they have frozen turkeys, but they're very pricey here, so you don't really find turkey too much around in New Zealand at Thanksgiving. You do find ham, and most people eat the ham cold because, of course, down in the southern hemisphere, it is summer. So, there's a lot of cold ham, and people do cook it at dinner, but it's more like people do have it more here at lunchtime. And me being a vegan, I will not have ham or turkey this year. The third question is from you, Raziel. What are your favorite Christmas movies? Favorite Christmas movies I love, and this is from growing up, probably one of the most I remember growing up and everything. The Home Alone movie, the first original one, or the rest of them weren't as good, but the first one was very good. And that's also The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the animated one, of course. That's very good. And yay. Yes. Those two are probably my most favorite and rememberable movies from Christmas. Thank you so much for writing in, Raziel, and yay. The next person who wrote in is from Collecting Rocks, who has written into me before. Thank you again, Collecting Rocks, for writing into me. Yay. Your question is, how does an SB in particular build a survival kit for going out Christmas shopping, given the crowds, the noise, the sensory overload? The only the only thing I can recommend is possibly, if you're so sensitive with overload and everything else, probably going with someone like a friend, or if you're with family, a family member going with you to do your Christmas shopping. But if you are alone, there's always online shopping. There's always online shopping. No, but you could just take your time doing Christmas shopping. And the earlier you do it, the better. The earlier you do it, the less likely you will run into crowds. You will, they'll still be there, but it won't be as busy as it would be at exactly around Christmas Eve and probably the day before that. Probably doing it around now will be okay, but as you get closer to Christmas, it will be more busy, and it will be more harder for an SB. That is my answer. Thank you again, Collecting Rocks. Sorry about that. Collecting Rocks. Misty, you're new. Thank you for writing in, Misty. Welcome to the Small Each Day community. Hello. Your question is, as an SB, which parts of the festive season do you find the hardest, and what do you do to help make them easier / more manageable? My hardest thing at Christmas is, of course, my granddad not being around, because most of the Christmases I had with him was when I was a child, and I feel really horrible that I didn't get to spend more Christmases with him now, the age I am now, and I feel really bad about that, but I don't let it get to me. I kind of just ease my way through my day and just make the most of it, because you only have a short life. Although it may seem long, it goes fast. And enjoy what you have, of course. Enjoying what you have, and because it changes as well. Each Christmas it always changes. It may seem like, oh, it's always with your family, it's always going around like the table and everything else, and you know, seeing grandma and everything else, but it does change. It changes subtly, and it one day it'll be completely changed, and you'll miss it like I do. But nevertheless, enjoy your Christmases as much as you can, to the best you can. Thank you for writing in, Misty. The final question is from Catman2004, and Catman2004, you have written to me before. Thank you for writing in. And your question is, what are your goals for next year? My goals for next year is more writing, more publishing, more work with Smile Each Day, of course, more growing PyChain creations as well. And those are my top 3 things. Yeah, that is what I'm planning to do for 2016. And there'll be a lot of things that'll come my way that I don't even know of yet, so I'm very excited about seeing what happens in 2016 for myself, and I hope everybody has a good 2016 when it happens as well, and hopefully everyone knows their New Year's plans, of course. Well, guys, that is the Q&A session for this week. Thank you guys so much for writing in. There was quite a bit of you this week. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me that you have written in. Yeah. Do I have anything else I need to say? Oh, you can write your questions to this email here. Or I will leave it in the description box as well in case you didn't see that. Check out the Smile Each Day merchandise. You check out the Twitter and Google Plus pages Smilies Day, of course, don't forget that. And also, yeah, you can write your questions on the Twitter Smilies Day page or Google Plus page. You can write questions there as well. No, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Next week's video is going to be on the 11th of December, so check that out. Woohoo! That's gonna be like mid-December. It's gonna be like crazy. Okay. Alright guys, see you guys next week. Bye!